good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Monday morning, and ain't God good? And won't He do it? Oh, yes, He will. Oh, yes, He will. I know listeners probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, this morning, it's just a medical Monday. I got my son-in-law on the show today, Ricky. Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning.
Hey, today we're going to talk about, is CPR, Ricky?
Yep.
CPR. So, Ricky, how long you been doing CPR? But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwithit@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man, the white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally realize y'all trying to size me up. Oh, yeah, I know I stumbled a little bit. We don't edit on this podcast. Ricky, I got you there.
Yeah, you got me. You got me.
I'll get him all the time. Ricky, about CPR, Ricky, how long you been doing CPR?
I've been doing it since August or October of last year.
So what have you learned?
I've learned how to resuscitate toddler, infant, and an adult.
So after you got those licenses to do all that, how did it make you feel?
Make me feel like I can save somebody's life if I'm given the opportunity.
Yeah. I got a question for you, Ricky. What if you saw somebody that passed outright and need to be resuscitated? Is it good to try to save everybody?
Yeah, I would say.
Because when you watch TV, right, you see people that sometimes people say the lives and stuff, then something go wrong, they'll come back and try to sue you.
Yeah, I heard
But
that.
if you're getting sued, if you wouldn't have did what you did, they would have passed away. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, like, there's a certain law that we are under as like EMS. Like, I think it's a Good Samaritan law. Yeah, it's a Good Samaritan law where if you were trying to do the right thing in the moment, then you'll be good under that law. Now, if you messed up and like, I don't know, you injured them beyond repair, then they probably wouldn't, what's the word I'm looking for? They probably wouldn't be there for you, basically.
So if you do something that's beyond the CPR, the law won't apply in that situation. Are you saying?
Yeah, they call it out of your scope of training.
But no, Ricky, to me, I think it's a double standard because you wasn't there. How could they be alive if you wasn't there to do what you did? They wouldn't be allowed to sue you, right?
Yeah.
So some laws need to be edited. I believe. So Ricky, have you ever had to use CPR on anybody?
Not yet, but I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Definitely ready for it.
So when you took CPR, how many people was in your class?
It was about 10, 11 people.
Was everybody serious about the CPR class?
Yeah, it was some nurses up in there, some guys training to be firefighters as well. So it was a lot of people, different backgrounds.
Now, what I was saying was everybody taking the class seriously?
Oh yeah.
Because the reason why I asked that question because I worked at a place, right? Now we was taking some CPR class just in case somebody was passed out at work, right? Mm-hmm. And the guys in there playing around, man. I said, man, y'all need to take this job serious, man. Because what if something really happens, man, and somebody needs your help and you didn't study in class, you gonna make the situation worse.
Yeah.
But what if I told you, Ricky, that if you did CPR on, would you? No, hold on, change that. Would you do CPR on a dog?
That's outside of my scope of training. I can't do that. I don't know.
No, I'm saying people, animal lovers say, man, try to save the dog. What you gonna say, Ricky?
I don't even know where the heart is. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where a dog heart is. Is it on
It wouldn't matter with it, Ricky.
Should be on the left side, right?
I don't know, but I'm saying it wouldn't really.
I don't know.
I don't know, Ricky. I don't know about giving a dog CPR, Ricky. No. So have you tried to teach somebody CPR?
No. I'm not trained in that field. I can show you how to do it, but yeah, I'm not qualified to teach anybody. I'm qualified to do it, but not qualified to teach it.
I think you are, Ricky. What if I told you that you are qualified? If you learn the class, Ricky, they might get a certificate, but at least they know the base on how to save somebody's life. Because I know when watching TV, right, I'm taking that class. Say if I was to get choked, I know I do CPR myself while using a chair. It's like it's a chair, right? To make it You know, do all that. Cause we had to do it to Leah. She was a baby one time. Me and Phyllis was heading home, and I think Leah got choked on something. Phyllis she was panicking. So I pulled out the home. I said, hold on. So the guy pulled over. Some guy dislodged right. I said, Phyllis, the worst thing you can do is panic.
Mm-hmm.
Cause when you panic, somebody's in a world of trouble.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Ricky?
Panic can
You're
lose lives more than it can save. Yeah.
Because you're not thinking, right?
Yeah.
So I know this. Say that that you shouldn't. What was it? I know doctors. They don't allow doctors to operate on their loved ones. So I think CPR would be a little different, right? For save a loved one's life.
Depend on the person and how they deal with that type of thing. I'd say that.
Rick, I'm gonna ask you a question now. I don't take it personally, right? Now, what if, right, somebody passed out, right, and they need CPR, right, and they got a lot of stuff coming out of their mouth. You don't have the utensils to put it over the mouth and then breathe into it.
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna make it?
That's a really hard question.
I don't
want to do mouth to mouth. If I don't have a pocket mask, then there's a lot of variables. I would say there's a lot of variables. I don't know. It's a 50-50 for me.
No, it's 50-50 for them, man.
Yeah. 50-50 for them, man.
No, I'm just saying, cause like I said, Ricky, I've always said to him, Ricky, don't never say what you won't do. Just say what you haven't done. Because my thing is, man, if you see somebody like that, man, and you don't even know that person, man, God might hit you, man. Then what? Ricky, save that person's life. That's what I feel, Ricky. Because sometimes I say, I know that I won't do certain things, but when it come down to it, man, I end up doing those certain things, man. You know, that's why I try to tell the girls all the time: don't ever say what you won't do. Just say what you haven't done. You know what I'm saying? Because we always say what we won't do until the time comes. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to thank you, Rick, for taking the classes, man, and learning how to do CPR and becoming a firefighter, being a first responder, because they need people that are more like you, man, that take their job seriously, man, without going berserk, man. Sometimes people can take the job too seriously, man, and you don't want to deal with them. I mean, let my house burn up. You know, just people that come to you, man, like could be a police officer, a firefighter, man. They got that nasty attitude, man. You know, you're like, man, just forget it. Let my house burn down. I don't want you. Give me somebody. You know, that's how I feel sometimes, man. People just have that nasty attitude, man. Because I believe when you're on the front line, man, you should be approachable.
Yeah.
Period. But some people are like, I don't know, man. They just, you don't want to deal with them. So Ricky, taking that class, right? So what was the hardest part of taking the CPR class?
I'd say doing it on like infants. That was probably the hardest. Because with them, you gotta go by 15-2 ratio, meaning 15 pumps and 2 breaths per minute. And anytime you stop, the blood, the oxygen and like the blood flow to the brain, it decreases their chance of survival by like 50%. So you have to keep going until you get like a pulse back, and they start like breathing.
So there's really no stopping point. We said, hey, this basically done. So you're gonna keep on trying till
you're gonna break a few ribs. That's what my instructor told me.
With an infant or with an adult too?
Both.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all compression that hard?
Yes, it have to be that hard for it to go over the rib cage, and you're gonna break it. But they have this Lucas device where it's a machine. I wouldn't recommend looking up a video and looking at it, but it's a machine that does it now. They don't really do it manual anymore.
So you got a machine that can save a life?
Yeah.
So how does the machine work?
It's the same as a person doing it manually, but it's better because it's a machine.
So how's a machine do
the machine is pretty big, because when I went, I had seen on like one of the fire trucks they had showed us. It's really big, and I've seen a video of the machine doing it, and I would not like to be under that while it's happening.
Is it a big machine?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. It looks horrible.
But
they come back, but they're gonna have some broken ribs. That's for sure.
So the machine really is worse than the human, right? It's better, but
I'd say it's better because the way they program it, I don't think it has any faults. Like it can't. Well, when you're doing CPR, you need at least 2 people, so y'all can cycle out, so y'all won't get tired.
Okay, got you.
With the machine, it doesn't need people to run it. It just can go infinitely.
So with the machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when will the machine know that, hey, this person is not coming back?
I'm guessing it's like a button on the side where you can stop it, and they have their pulse on it. They hooked up to like the machine. They see their pulse if they come back. So yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to use the machine?
No, I have not used it yet.
So you will be trying to use the machine, right?
Yeah.
So Ricky, one last question, Ricky. Why are you motivated to be a firefighter?
As a kid, I've had 2 instances where like I've come across the fire field. I remember when I was in 3rd grade, we went on a school field trip to like this museum where they show like different career paths you can take. And I've always been interested in the aviation field and firefighting. Those 2. I want to try aviation actually. That looks fun to me. Like as long as it looks fun, then I think I'll try aviation and firefighting. And then the next instance was, I used to go to this Christian Bible study thing as like a kid, and this guy he used to drive a bus to pick us up at like 5:00 at night. We used to go to his church and we used to study the Bible. And he was a firefighter, and I really looked up to him. So yeah, I think that's really it.
That's cool, Ricky. Yeah, you're gonna be a firefighter. You're gonna be saving lives. I'm happy for you, man. Especially going and doing something that you want to do. You know, don't versus doing something you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a blessing. You'll be having the best of 2 worlds. So Ricky, you want to tell people anything else about CPR before we close this session?
Our instructor said that you should find a song where like you can hum it to, so you know that you're going at the right pace. Like she said, do what's it called, Bee Gees, Staying Alive. I do that, so I think that's fine.
So what if you do that right now, Rick? Let me hear you do your Bee Gees. Hum your Bee Gees for me.
Staying alive. I. They said go at that pace. So I just
okay. So that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you, Ricky. Well, with that being said, Lee Craft, this is my podcast. But if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraft40@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn the whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day, and please find time and make time to tell God. Thank you. Thank you, Ricky.